Two grown men have never seen The Simpsons. It's America's barley basket.
How about Mexican ephedra?
I think that has more ephedra.
Oh, not too much caffeine.
And taurine.
Oh, good. Well, taurine's good. They like
stuff.
that.
What if they start mixing fucking fentanyl and taurine?
Well, maybe it would actually probably be safer.
That would fuck you up. Fentanyl puts you to sleep so hard, and taurine's keeping you cranked.
It's like taurine lets you just hold on to that thin, thready pulse that you have.
You're just sleepwalking with a huge erection.
Here's a Narcan and some taurine. You'll be fine, son.
I would have made for some great content. We load up on Mexican ephedra, see if we could sweat through this couch.
Oh, man.
Just got your hand underneath like it's a 4-H checking udders. I feel dampness.
It's like
you win?
This one's cool but not wet. You're getting there, buddy.
It's like a make your own sauna situation anywhere you go.
When I worked at the strip club, me and one of the bouncers about once a week would go to that Asian market on Main by my place and pick up weirdo Asian energy drinks. Like, no English on this. It's probably good. And then drink them and then work our shift at the strip club. And my buddy, who does not need the caffeine that I need to function, like his resting heart rate is significantly higher than mine. We had one he took at 5 o'clock when we first started the shift. By 7, he was humming. He was like red and sweating and bug-eyed, and like he peeked out, and then it kept its fucking grip on him for like 6 hours.
Jesus
He
Christ.
had to ride that
There
before
are
he
some
came down.
people.
So Marlon, whenever you tell a story about when you worked at the strip club, it seems like you always immediately say, as a bouncer. Is it because so many people crack jokes at you about stripping?
No, I said and a bouncer. A bouncer. I wasn't a bouncer. Okay. I don't have. No, I was.
Okay, I got
DJ. No, but yes, like I remember taking money because I would collect ones because that's how we got our tip outs, singles, and then go to the bank. They'd be like, "Are you a waiter?" And be like, "No, I work at the strip club." And they'd always give you a look, and they'd have to be like, "I'm a DJ."
Yeah.
Like, don't worry.
You would slowly push your tits together. Look at them. Look at them.
I know you have ones back there. Don't be stingy now.
Do you ever just like... Have you ever tried cramming a bunch of ones down your
G-string?
briefs?
Oh.
Yeah.
No, I have not. Like just for fun one day?
I don't just
see what it feels
you
like?
know, some empathy for the
just to see how it
dancers.
feels.
Yeah, just see how it feels.
No, I never
See if you
have.
like that way of transporting money.
Yeah, it could be good.
Nice to feel wanted.
Yeah.
I can get rid of this wallet. Who needs it?
Boy. Go do that, then do some yard work. Like a wasp nest of ones. It comes off in one piece.
Go paying for your
But like women
Celsius
have
holiday.
like bras or underwear.
Yeah.
True. Right? And women
Bra money.
put money in
They put all
little
sorts of
toys
stuff
and
in there.
niblets and whatever.
Toys
Niblets.
and niblets. Just like what do you mean? Like the half an order jalapeno poppers? Or you need a doggy bag? Oh no, that won't be necessary. Just fucking like tips the tray.
I got some mini corn dogs from Schwann's that I made earlier. I'm just keeping them warm.
Good lord. Niblets.
That's fun.
This is fascinating.
Yeah.
That was one thing I didn't know that was kept down there.
Well, I mean, like niblets. I just mean like little treats,
Oh,
like that
like
you
a
might get
pack-
at like a
like a packet,
like a candy bowl, you know?
Oh,
candy.
okay, yeah.
Some some Werthers,
Butterscotch discs.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
maybe
Peppermint pinwheels.
some what were those Neffo wafers or
Necco wafers.
Necco
God,
wafers?
those are
Ooh, I bet you
Tastes like
sweat
tone.
down to nothing, though.
dude. Yeah, probably.
I think those actually, if you added water to them, they might kind of expand.
Yeah, they
like
puff
one of those,
up.
like one of those dinosaur sponges.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Dude, they do puff up. I tried it out.
God, those Necco wafers are fucking terrible.
They taste like toenails, dude.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
I would
mean,
guess, yeah.
I don't know. I just remember like getting, I think it was from Kmart back in the day. My dad was like, oh, here you go. Here's some Necco wafers from the candy impulse buy section. Try those out. Those were around when we were a kid. He knew too. That son of a bitch. He was being sadistic about it. Just every now and again, out of nowhere, he's like, "Here you go. Try this terrible candy, some sponge candy or something." And yeah, get that. It's like, okay, this is a colorful, good treat. No, that's fucking. It's like communion wafers, but colorful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and hard like a rock.
Not good.
I think this is worse. I think it's still better than circus peanuts.
He liked those a lot. He unironically liked
those.
those.
That's a trash candy.
Yeah, throw it away.
I don't know, man.
It's a fun Kmart fact for you.
Oh,
there
shit.
are currently more humans alive on Earth that have walked on the moon than there are Kmarts still open in the continental U.S. 4-3.
Where are these Kmarts?
I would love to know. I
want to make a journey.
If they've nestled into the Pacific Northwest like the remaining blockbusters have.
Is Neil
They're
Armstrong
like
dead?
Bigfoot that way.
Yeah, Neil Armstrong been dead for a minute. Buzz Aldrin's still alive.
I don't remember Neil Armstrong dying or anyone giving a shit.
I think he kept a real low profile. He wasn't like Buzz Aldrin. Buzz Aldrin partied.
Yeah.
Buzz Aldrin,
Buzz Aldrin
got into fucking fights.
Yeah,
Buzz went to the fucking Playboy Mansion
all the time.
Yeah.
Him and his wife,
Somebody's like, we didn't go to the moon. Buzz Aldrin would fucking get you.
Punch you in the fucking mouth. Yeah.
Dude, wait, hold on.
There used to be a part of Playboy magazine that was dedicated to the goings on at the mansion.
Oh, yeah.
It would be all these like newer, like D-list celebrities and Buzz and Tootie Aldrin for the 77th year in a row.
Well, why not? You go to the moon, you've got like weird perks that nobody even knows what to give you. You know?
You have weird new sexual preferences.
Yeah, you have.
after going
You
to the
have
moon.
a lot of different stuff. You're changed.
You've
You come back
evolved.
different.
Yeah.
You've come back and you have a whole new
You come back and
outlook on how humans should make love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, where'd you
You're into
even
some
get
weird
that? When
shit.
did this happen? You're like, I don't know.
You're not
Somewhere.
doing missionary after coming back from the moon.
No, how
Well,
could
no.
you?
No.
Have to be in a zero gravity environment to climax.
Your wife must hover.
Yeah. It's a lot more work on there. She's like, this is unrealistic. You know what, those space women?
Yeah. They have like a series of fans in a room.
Yeah.
And she's on a squirrel suit floating in midair.
Like one of
Just
those,
swoops down every now and again.
one of those skydiving simulators.
Just the wind tunnel thing. Yeah. You're like strapped down with a series of bungee cords.
It's hard to be spontaneous when we have to solve this up.
When I have to put on the squirrel suit.
Can I get my next wingsuit crotchless? Pardon me?
Can you zip me up, hon? This is
68-year-old Mrs. Aldrin. Listen, he gets fussing back there, all that wind. It's hard. If we could just cut out the middleman.
Oh,
Yeah.
Shit.
So Neil Armstrong was the nice one, but he's dead. Is the moral of this?
I don't know if he's that bad. I don't think being like a sexual lunatic makes you a mean person.
No, not mean, but like the scrappy one.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a scrappy.
I think Neil
one, for sure.
Armstrong
Neil
did not
Armstrong.
enjoy the public eye.
Yeah.
He's a
He's
straight
a
laced
Shiloh.
Yeah.
50s guy.
Not into
Okay.
being famous at all.
Yeah.
Wait, so he's dead?
Yeah.
He didn't die on the moon, though.
No.
He died,
You believe what they
Wait.
tell
He
you.
actually died immediately on the moon. The first step, he
fucking
forgot to put his helmet on.
Oh, shit. Did he get any words out? Did he at least have any last words or anything?
I don't know.
Oh.
How many people do you think we would let die on the moon
Probably a lot.
before we stop sending people there?
Oh, I thought you meant just in general, and I was like, probably a lot. I feel like life is cheap.
I mean, we let the first handful not even get off the launch pad,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Didn't Apollo 1 explode?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're like,
We
well,
mostly sent like monkeys and stuff
Yeah.
for a really long time.
how
I
many
feel like
monkeys?
in the mid-'70s, one of the trips to the moon ended in tragedy.
Yeah.
Like, does that sound like either on the way to or back to the moon? That was like up until the Challenger, the last bad space.
Okay.
No idea. Mix them up? Is that what you call a
mix
bunch
'em
of
up.
dead astronauts? Mix them up?
One of NASA's
whoopsie-doodle?
biggest boners.
Oh man, I haven't thought of using boner in that context since early Simpsons.
Yeah, well, hey.
When they used it all the time.
Yeah, your dad's had a few big boners in his life.
Oh my God.
Oh, I would love to see like a BuzzFeed article like NASA's 5 biggest boners.
If we titled our episodes, this would be NASA's biggest boners for fucking sure. Absolutely.
That does seem very fitting.
Well, welcome everybody to America's Barley Basket, episode 162. I'm Marlon, that's Nathan, and we got our friends Chase Raeder and Joe Christianson on the couch with us. Hi.
Hey, everybody.
That was a key tell. I have a background in radio. Trip all over my fucking self before introducing.
I mean, I don't know. That's like some Mel Blanc stuff.
Oh, thank you.
Everybody says he's real good, so I don't know why you're shitting on yourself.
I was mostly
man.
just making fun of speech disorders.
Yeah,
But yeah, he's still pretty good at it.
He's very good at it, is the point. If you're going to be a heartless, be good at whatever you're doing.
Yep. Whatever you do, be the best at it.
Yeah.
I guess I shouldn't be advising that. I don't advise that. I feel like it was safe because Mel Blanc is.
You don't advise that evil people strive to be more evil.
No, I feel like if you're evil, you should be apathetic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's a lazy evil?
Yeah. If you're the evil, the work hard thing is not for you. You know, just sit back. Just do as little as possible.
Just hang around on World of Warcraft.
Yeah,
or something.
just say hateful shit on Call of Duty all day.
Yeah.
And it's like, just be racist on Call of Duty all day, and people be like, well, this guy's a fucking ass. I was like, yeah, but you don't know.
Imagine if he had some motivation.
This is yeah, he's pretty contained right here, though, yeah.
Who was Mel Blanc's partner in crime? Who was the artist for years?
Chuck Jones.
Hey,
right?
good.
Holy shit.
Shit.
Damn.
I wouldn't have got that.
No.
100 points to Joe.
Ding. Ring the bell.
I didn't know there were fucking points. Shit.
You're down 400.
I would have never brought up that Mel Blanc thing if I would have known any of this.
Do you think that we say what's up because of Bugs Bunny?
I think we say Pismo Beach because of Bugs Bunny. It's the only reason I know about it.
I don't think anyone would know the word Albuquerque without jumping on it.
That's fair. Like the What's Up doc.
Is that where it comes from?
I
you mean? I don't know.
I feel like it
I
kind
don't
of
think
hurt.
it came from that, but like I think that's why people started saying
in
it a
our
lot.
consciousnly, yeah.
That could be. That could very well
Probably
be.
did make it cool, even if it was like subconsciously. When you're a kid, you're like fucking.
Oh, Bugs Bunny was super fucking cool.
Yeah.
Still is.
Yeah, he was like the Eric Cartman of the day.
Exactly.
Oh, the attitude.
Dude, he made so many people like prank hunters and stuff.
Yeah,
Just
he like
jam
dressed
shit
up
down their
like
gun
ladies and then like seduced bald men.
He made so many young kids dress up as ladies and seduce hunters in rural areas. Also with speech impediments, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah.
These lonely fucking farmers or whatever. All the kids would get together and just fucking trick them into a lifestyle that they didn't know about. Thanks, Bugs Bunny. Nobody talked about how controversial that was.
What?
For children to, you know, get all these influences from Bugs Bunny.
Dressing in dresses and harassing farmers.
Well, I mean, just, pranking.
Yeah,
We shouldn't prank. It hurts people.
This is where we'll give you a minute for your PSA.
Yeah. Yep. It was the old violence in video games back in the day was Bugs Bunny for sure.
Someone was definitely like rallying against the snake in the peanut can gang, you know, like it's ruining America.
Somebody kept getting got.
I just want peanut brittle.
I'm just a gullible man.
I do want peanut brittle.
Yeah, dude, I would take. See, that's the thing though. Going in, I think I'd brace myself, right? That it could be a fucking fake snake or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's worth it. It's
Totally worth it.
like,
The one time you
have to
don't
know.
look, it's going to be full of delicious
Yeah.
peanut brittle.
It could
You
be
think
a
you should be careful.
dude, it could
You
be.
know?
Yeah.
I like even if someone bakes peanut brittle, I go over and I just starts fucking smashing it with a hammer.
Just to make sure.
I just like strap them to a chair and just like start waterboarding them. Like, where's the fucking snake? Where's the fucking snake?
Do I look like a fucking idiot to you?
See, Joe and I have like the opposite approach. I see one. I could see a can and open it up, and there could be a peanut brittle behind a real snake, and I'd still think it was worth it. I'd figure out a way.
Whenever I see a snake in a hole, I reach in there looking for peanut brittle.
Immediately. Peanut brittle.
Who serves peanut brittle in like a Pringles like container?
Dude, that's the thing.
That must have been. That
How
had
it
to have
was,
been real,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
No, it's because it's how you fit a fucking spring in there.
Well, why wouldn't you put a snack? Why would you put maybe there was a time
They would have done it with Pringles if they fucking could have.
Maybe there was a time when peanut brittle was all the rage,
Dude,
like in
exactly.
the '50s. That was a treat amongst treats.
Dude, it's
like,
that makes me think that people were way more gullible back
yeah.
then. Maybe it was anything, but I want to say they're just like, oh shit, peanut brittle in a fucking canister I've never seen before.
Look at
That's
that.
nothing out of
They were just more hopeful back then.
Yeah.
Like, what do we
Yeah.
think of next?
Yeah.
Oh, a snake.
They're like, fuck.
I mean,
I've
they would
only
do
seen-
like cocaine to help with their marriage. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're very gullible
They were
people
open for
back then.
anything.
They're open for anything.
If anybody believes that cocaine will help with your marriage, you're buying the bridge they sold you there, man.
People were easy to grift back
That
then.
therapist,
they were
the
very easy to
therapist
grift.
that tells you that doing cocaine with your wife is good is trying to steal your wife.
That therapist's name is Bobby Brown.
That therapist is a homewrecker.
Things didn't get messed up till we started smoking crack.
Like, how well do you think those Nigerian prince schemes would have worked in the Wild West?
I mean, not well.
Oh, maybe not
I don't know
well.
how the emails
It's a little harder to spread word back then.
Oh,
I mean, they
that's
would
fair.
have. They would have taken a lot longer.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I think it's a
Oh, and I don't know. Like, what were racial relations like back then? I mean, I don't know.
some cowboy pulling open
Yeah.
this letter, being like, "Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I would never
yeah.
throw it into the
I would
campfire."
never. Oh my god,
That's fair.
This is the casual racism.
I'm a prince from the Western Protectorate of France, or whatever Nigeria would have been in 1880.
They're like, you're never gonna believe this. The Dutch down here are out of control. We need assistance.
That can be said about the Dutch in most of history.
Yeah,
The Dutch
that
were
is
out
true.
of control.
They seem so like. I mean, I don't know. When I picture the Dutch not thinking historically,
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh, I mean, they don't seem like that domineering or anything.
Yeah. Oh, look, they put cloth
Oh.
on that windmill.
How wrong could you be?
Right.
They are the brutal occupiers of Aruba.
Well,
Fucking Aruba, man.
that's like, yeah. That's
I don't
peak.
know what their other colonial possessions are. I think that's pretty much
There's
it.
probably a time they owned every territory in that Beach Boys song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a far cry from the Beach Boys song.
Made it seem so placid.
I like to think that at least some of the Beach Boys were partially Dutch, so they kind of were making amends.
Sure.
Yeah, for their horrible.
Mea culpa.
Or maybe
Sorry
that's
for
worse.
the
I don't know.
hands. We saw them off when we got mad. Serves up on Hand Beach.
That sounds more like a Dead Milkman song.
Holding up a little hand doing a hang loose symbol with it. We're having fun at Aruba.
It's like, I feel like this was intended to be lighthearted, but that's not how it is coming across.
Turns out they don't even have diamonds here.
Is surf music? Is surf rock the last time that like a pastime has been the theme of a rock genre?
Math rock.
There's
sure.
yeah, there's
Yeah.
math rock.
Honestly, yeah.
The lyrics
math
aren't
not
about
bad?
doing math, though. I mean, early
Christian
'90s
rock?
gangster rap. Almost all of it was
yeah,
about
that's a
dealing
pastime.
drugs. So
Oh, well, that's
that's
no. I
not a
mean like
hobby.
a fun like hobby. You know what I mean?
if you're good at it.
It can be. It seems fun. It seems like a fun time.
Like what you do, you never work a day in your life.
But it'd be cringy at this point, right?
Yeah.
If there was a band and it was just about like a whole genre about like
I don't know,
like-
man. What about
like-
that guy that wrote the Basketball Diaries and was in that band?
Oh yeah, I can't think of his name.
That was kind of a crossover. He had his own thing, but I don't think he had his own. I don't think he had that much pull.
Oh yeah.
Surfer, I think you might be right with Surf Rock.
I mean, plenty of people made a
Skate-
career just talking about partying. You know, that's kind of.
I guess
That's so
yeah.
general though.
Yeah.
Surf Rock is one of those very specific, like, pastime things. What are some other ones though, even in that vein?
Like
Is
if there was
there
like a
another
new genre of
specific-
hip hop that was just about playing basketball.
That's kind of what
I'd be
And
into
like-
that. Yeah.
dude. I'd kind of listen to it. Fucking
and how much fun you have playing basketball.
Yeah, well, today was a good day. It's kind of prominently featured in that one
Yeah,
part.
yeah.
And
Curtis
you know
Blow
what?
has a song called Basketball.
Yes. That
Is it the one where that goes,
Okay.
we're playing
Yeah.
basket? Is it in Coach Carter and shit or whatever?
Yeah.
Dude, I had that soundtrack on CD. Yeah, I watched it a couple times in the theater. I found it inspirational as hell.
Did your game improve?
Fuck no. I was on C Squad still. I made one free throw my whole college or high school career.
C
My
Squad
college career, I didn't even make it on the team.
Free throw?
I made one at the last game.
How many times did you get fouled? How many times did you go to the line?
I don't know, probably a couple.
I did twice. My career stat line is 2 free throw attempts.
How many made?
Made them both.
Hey,
You retired undefeated, 2 for 2.
do you have any field goals? That's what you call it, right?
Yeah.
Do you have any field goals?
Yeah, that percentage wasn't as sterling. For being a very wallflower boy, if I touched that basketball, it went in the air. I was like fucking
Yeah.
world be free out
Dude.
there. Just casting. It's like, I hated practice so much.
Dude.
If I touched the ball, I was shooting it.
Yeah. No, I get it.
Pass 3 times, then shoot. Fuck that.
I was trying to get rid of it in any capacity. People are like, give me the rock. I'm like, fucking hot
There you go.
potatoes, get out of here.
It's yours.
And like,
No, that Chase is an amazing assister.
Yeah.
No, he just doesn't want to play.
no, he really doesn't want. I tried to quit.
He just enjoys the bus rides.
I tried to quit.
The camaraderie, the horseplay.
He likes the snacks. He sits on the sidelines.
You have good snacks.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
You sports snacks are the best.
it was pretty good. But yeah, no, I was terrible. I fucking threw up I have 1 half-court shot on my stats. at
No
Tim.
kidding.
It bounced a couple times on the rim.
Yeah.
Is that actually written down somewhere? Chase Raeder.
I mean,
1/2
probably
court attempts?
it's written in people's memories. Of like, they were like, this fucker, like we have so few idiots on the C squad that we have to have him for play, in the league. But yeah, well, I don't know. The guy was like yelling out, like my coach was yelling out, 2. And I was like, oh, fuck, I didn't want to be in the game. We've established that I didn't want to be in the game.
Yep.
And I was like, fuck. And I have high anxiety. So I thought he was like saying 2 seconds left on the clock. And so I was like, fuck, like, because I was a point guard. And I just didn't think to like check. I'm like, 2, that's the hell of a short amount of time.
That's almost 0.
I'm like, well, I better toss this in the bucket. And I fucking like shot. And I got like, and they're like, what the fuck are you doing? He might have said, what the fuck? I don't know. He was kind of high strung.
You look
And-
down at your jersey number, it's number 2. Like, oh, I
I'm
guess.
like, yeah, number 2, that's
All
right.
right.
This guy.
I got you, coach.
Yeah, they were like, well, if this goes in, I mean, yeah, but no, it went out. Like, it bounced a couple times, it went off. And they're like, what the fuck was that? I'm like, I thought you were saying 2. They're like, no, play number 2. And I'm like, well, that makes a lot more sense. I'm like, why am I the point guard? That's on you. You made me the point guard. I
You're
said,
a short man.
I said bench guy who sits there. You said get on the court. You
Point
got to
guard,
play.
close enough.
You're
Same
just being
thing.
modest. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm being very willful about this. I know my limits. And my limits are far before the court.
What I provide to this team should be kept to the bench. I'm very agreeable.
It's where I'm good. I will warm the bench. I will literally fulfill that function.
Good hygiene.
I'm a team player from afar.
I realize I have Eminem bleach blonde hair. What part of you thinks that
Oh,
any
I
of
would
this is
have
a good
loved to
idea?
have seen that.
I was probably 4'11" still.
Don't you hate that when you're playing team
When you're
sports?
playing basketball at
When you're
4'11", yes.
Yeah, when you're playing
It's
team,
ironic,
when you're
yeah.
playing team sports though, and you're usually on the bench, and it feels like you're sitting in a plane getting ready to be pushed out in a parachute. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's like
guess.
I don't know how I ended up here, but I do not want to go fucking out. And I know what's going to happen. Yeah. How do we volunteer to do this shit?
I remember being terrified at like knowing what to do. Like I don't just run onto the court. I go talk to a lady at a table. What do I tell her? You know, like my cousin was like, you just tell her 55 going in. Like they just got to jot that down.
Like, but do I say? What do we say first?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you know, like, what is she going to do if I fuck it up? It's like, well, then she's going to jab the pin in your eyeball and kill you.
Have a practice where they helped you gain confidence to talk to the lady?
It's like your buddy's trying to gas you up to go hit on a girl.
This afternoon, we're going to work on talking to the mom. You can have many different names in different towns. Or like just like being told to just getting slapped by the guy you're taking. Like, you got 52. This is a random kid from another town. Like, I gotta touch him. That's sick.
That's sick. I only touch my cousins.
Shouting that when I'm playing defense. AK.
Oh, shit.
This is bringing up the good old days of terror that I haven't felt since then.
Working through some.
Yeah, I guess I don't think I equated it to the whole parachute situation at the time, probably, but that is a very apt fucking description of, like, because basically, like, just inside, like, clinging on to the fucking outer rim of the door of the aircraft. Like, there's, you know, it's like that you gotta jump, man. And it's like, nah, just one more second. I gotta,
Like, I hated practice so much that the game was the only time I felt at ease.
That
like,
is true.
I enjoyed the bus ride. I enjoyed having a little meal to go and maybe like a little snack in there or something. Wasn't eating at home. I was not home. Oh my God.
You like
not
road
home.
trips is what you learned.
Yeah. And then getting in the game, like, fuck, I loved it. Like, because I knew I would never be out there long enough to totally disgrace myself. I knew it was a very short window.
Oh, yeah.
There was one game where they were running a weird offense. I think the coach didn't realize who he had sub me in for. I was stuck guarding the other team's best player, and it was like fucking 4 minutes of panic and terror.
Yeah.
He was so fast.
Yeah, it's like, well...
I'm trying to run around screens. I'm knocking other kids down. Yeah. And they felt bad for him, and they didn't call any fouls.
Yeah.
I love the idea of getting pity non-calls from the ref. He's that Make-A-Wish kid, we think.
This is ill-matched. Oh, man. I thought you were like, maybe talking like, you just did like the ride. You were like sabotaging the bus halfway down the road. You make the first gas station stop, get all your goodies, and then you're like fucking tinkering in the wheel well or something.
There was a kid named Casper.
Twilight Zone shit.
In my 6th grade team, when he got Coach Cleveland's like, Casper, get in the game. He's like, no, thank you. Coach goes like, what'd you say? No, thank you. And he just like, I don't like the games at all. I just enjoy practice. I like not being home. I like so many other kids. He's just like, okay, Todd, you're in the game. Go
for that,
dude. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's some amazing like self-awareness.
Right? You could tell it'd been in his head. He just puked it all out. Like, I don't like any of the game. It's no fun. I'm no good at this. I hate basketball. I just enjoy doing things, I guess.
That honestly sounds like the most well-adjusted, self-aware 6th grader that I've ever
He's doing great right now.
It's like, no.
I bet he's one of those people that, like, it sounds like he can't deal with adversity, though, or understand like the costs of our participating in certain activities. Because you're kind of scamming the basketball program if you just want free food and rides around.
But there's no free food. There was, you had to provide your own food.
Oh, okay. You know what I mean?
He was just taking up a bus seat.
Because that'd be like going to a volunteer place and just eating their cookies.
Yeah.
Being like, I just like hanging around.
Basically like a free gym membership is what it was. He got a good cardio workout.
Gets to do cardio and take a road trip every so often.
What was your least favorite basketball drill?
Oh, my God. So many of them were terrible.
Milwaukee, DeWalt.
The one where you had to, like, where you would, like, the coach would keep blowing the whistle and, like, directing you. So everyone would have to run backwards. Everyone would have to run forward, then side to side, that kind of shit.
Okay.
Because the momentum I get running backward, even at that age, was alarming.
You'd be bad at you'd be a bad Pac-Man.
Yeah, exactly. Or we used to do this where you had to pick a teammate, and all 6 hoops would be down on the main court, and you'd basically have to drive to each hoop, and the other guy would defend you, and you would just go off, and it was basically like a stamina cardio thing. And for some insane reason, I always got picked with this kid named Tyrell Lochner, who was the most physically insane kid, like could run all day. And one of those people that had no kill switch.
Okay.
It was full bore,
Yeah.
no governor, I guess. Always full bore the whole time. It's like, I'd be like, you gotta stop this. Like, I'm gonna fall down.
Do you want an in memoriam page in your book? Is that what you want?
Yeah, because that's what you're fucking going for here, man.
Can you imagine if you killed someone because they chased you?
Yeah.
Like, that would be quite the accomplishment.
So you should have stopped, man.
You know what drill I loved? 3-on-2, 2-on-1. Ever played?
Wait, what?
Remember 3-on-2,
what is that?
2-on-1?
No.
It was a drill to teach you how to handle either defensively or offensively on uneven fast break situation.
Oh, okay.
It's like
Yeah, I
3-on-2,
remember
be
those.
3 of you going down and 2 of you were on defense.
Oh,
I
sure.
can't remember then. The 2 would go against 1 on. They'd go.
So
I don't remember.
letting you learn how to take advantage of those situations.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
And then how to
Okay.
defend them if you're on
Yeah.
the
Yeah, that was kind of fun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that
It
would
was
be
like a
helpful
low
for me.
pressure game situation. It's like,
Yeah.
well, it's almost like playing, but I don't have to embarrass myself in front of a whole different group of people that I've never seen.
Because that's the most embarrassing. Like, that would give me the most terror is if I was completely open and I could just drive straight towards the hoop.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
That's a lot of
yeah,
pressure
dude.
just
Yeah.
then. Yep.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like I would fuck up kind of consciously just because, like, it was kind of controlled then, you know? It's like, well, I better just toss it up real quick and, like, or trip or something, you know, like subconsciously, like, fuck myself. It's like, okay, well, this ain't going to go well anyway.
I'm fucking this up on my terms.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
I feel like there's got to be at least a couple times where I did something like that.
Do you remember 3-man weave?
Oh, yeah.
I remember
What's that?
I had terror inside me the first basketball practice when they broke
dear
that
God,
out.
yeah.
It's like, how, because one kid couldn't figure it out, and the coach came behind him, put his hands on his hips, and walked him through it. Can you imagine how much shit he got, you know? But then once he got it, it was a breeze, but it's kind of, there's a little bit of a learning curve there.
Like the coach is like nestled behind
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
Nestled behind him like he's like in a
weaving.
date at a pool.
Yeah, that's
And
yeah.
just helping him shoot. and pass.
I was thinking
Pinball.
more like he's standing on his feet like a little
Yeah.
girl dancing with his dad.
Pay attention.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Why are we box vaulting, Mr. Johnson?
I was kind of thinking that too. He weaves him through. He's like, actually, come to think of it, you look more like a little line dancer to me. You'll be my little line dancer on the sideline. And he just
I know a line dancer when I see one.
That's how he motivates him to get good at it.
You had line dancing class at your school, right?
Of course.
Oh, really?
I think everyone did in gym class.
No.
We had
We didn't.
Oh, okay.
the old-timey predates line dancing.
Waltzing?
No, square dancing.
Oh, square dance.
That's what I'm thinking of.
Like that was like a week you spent in gym class, and then that was when you were a kid, and then we had a week of like jitterbug class when I was in late high school.
That's actually kind of cool, man.
No one alive knows how to do that dance anymore.
You're like, it's
Just
like,
people I went to high school with.
dude, it's like the languages when it's like gotten down to like 3 people left. You're one of those 3,
Yeah.
dude.
You're the remaining
you need
code talkers.
You need to transcribe. You need to transcribe this fucking language down in an interpretive dance before.
Treating you like you're 98 years old, having you do it in bed. We're all staring. Just write what you can. We'll come back tomorrow.
I remember pretty distinctly coming out here to college and being out at a bar and band playing and you ask somebody to dance and then being so befuddled by what the fuck are you doing? Like, because Jitterbug's a little elaborate. You're like trying to fling this broad around and she's not into this.
Whoa.
Like, this is an Usher song. What are you doing?
I asked your friend to dance.
So is it like 4/4? Like, can you dance to pretty much any pop or rock song?
You can do it to anything. Like back home, it's fast country music is what you jitterbug to. Yeah.
Like Chattahoochee?
Exactly. Yep. Exactly, Chattahoochee. That is the perfect song to think of, actually.
That's actually the only song we allow.
Remember square dancing? Is it Turkey in the Straw? Is that a classic? Is it a square dance classic?
Yeah.
Remember doing that in the basement at our old folks' home where the most begotten Alzheimer's patients would be. So we are 9 years old, probably a dozen of us, square dancing while the wails and lamentations of people that have lost their minds filled the air. Like they pushed them all out in their wheelchairs. They weren't even looking. They can't, like they're just lost in their own head. The word "the turkey in the straw." They sounded like the Thing when it gets found out.
That's about the bleakest damn thing I've ever heard.
Turkey in the straw.
Which also, there's so much to unpack there. It isn't turkey in the straw undertones aside, with all the connotations with that song.
Yep.
Good.
Turkey in the straw dancing.
just brush right past that.
Someone shouting.
I was thinking it was much more lighthearted than that to start with, because I'm like, maybe this story is like how they say, like, with dementia and stuff. With music, you kind of remember shit, and it's all exactly. It kind of jogs loose some happy thoughts or whatever. Nope, complete left turn. Took a dog leg.
Where's my wife?
Oh no!
These hands.
Where did you take
whose
my
hands
arrow?
are these? They do not look like human hands anymore. What face is this?
What have you done
What
with
have
my
you done?
herald?
Dude, that sounds very Shakespearean. If there's a Shakespeare play about that, I would read it.
About dementia?
Yeah.
About dementia?
I
don't know if there is.
Dude, I'm gonna AI that shit.
I mean, Ophelia kind of goes off her tits in Hamlet. That might be as close as we get.
Dude, AI, man. I'm
Just
AI and some sweet.
Richard III, everyone has Alzheimer's.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah.
Everyone's constantly forgetting what happened in the previous scene.
They just didn't know what it was.
It just repeats the same scene over and over again. Do you think that if Pol Pot wasn't in Cambodia but was in Germany in the 1930s,
That he would.
do you think that right now you could start calling people anti-glassites for like discriminating against you?
That's hard to say.
Probably. I mean, can you take the guy out of the area?
Can you separate the art from the artist?
Can you separate the art from the art?
Can you separate the dictator from the dictatorship?
Like, would you be willing to go to Cambodia?
Yes.
Like now,
Because
yeah.
the question is, like, you're going into a country where literally 40 years ago they killed everyone who looked like you.
Is it like one out of
true.
8
Well,
people died?
Something
something-
insane.
yeah.
You got to go there just to fucking show you got balls, man.
Yeah. Look at these
Just be like,
You get big Charles Nelson Riley
yeah,
glasses.
just get the biggest ones you can find and do that thing.
Yeah.
Just flaunt it.
Always
Go there and be like, we're taking it back. We're not gonna have your hate. I'm bringing it back here.
dressing like Charles Nelson, a lot of blouses and scarves.
We won't be stamped out. I found my glasses again. They weren't on the nightstand, but they were on the coffee table, and I'm back. And I'm not afraid. I see you. We see you. We see what you've done here.
Oh, God.
That was something. I don't know. I felt that was necessary, but that's now you see the passion that talking
the
about
stand
Cambodia
that you
brings
made.
out.
This thing? Or wait, what?
No, not
The
the
stand.
mic stand. The stand.
I thought he was complimenting how I put the mic stand on the armchair of the couch.
What if
I'm like,
compliment.
okay.
Way to take advantage of gravity in surface area, Joe.
I like how you put the stand on a surface.
I'm a nice man, dude.
The moral stand that
It's like, dude,
Chase was taking in our Pol Pot play out we just did.
I too had to do a report on Cambodia as a boy.
what is up with North Dakota and Cambodia?
You could choose any country in the world outside of America, obviously. And I told my friend, "God, choose Laos." That sounds funny.
Yeah.
Like we're laughing about Laos. I said, well, you got to choose something right by it. That's dumb. I was like, I'll do Cambodia. Mistake. Forget
Like
how many
laugh.
resources there were in our library pre-internet for fucking Cambodia.
Yeah. It's like, oh my
Incredible.
God, this is impossible.
I think you guys had better history classes than me. Like, we didn't learn about Cambodia in high school.
I mean,
Yeah.
the teacher was pissed we chose Laos and Cambodia because
Yeah.
I'm sure they didn't know.
He was
anything.
like, Canada or Mexico.
like every world or American history class that I had in high school ended with the end of World War II. Like, we never learned. And then you're 19 and you get to college going, civil rights? What do you mean? Like,
Oh, actually, that is kind of fucked up. I think we did make it to the civil rights movement. I think the Challenger explosion was in one of my books. But yeah,
there's some stuff we should have covered, I think, maybe.
yeah.
Post 1945.
Our history classes, we learned right up till civil rights, and then they just mysteriously stopped.
Weird.
Yeah. Anything after that, like, nope, that's all. Everything.
Nope, that's it. That's all you
everything
need to
after
know.
that is just current day.
Go on, get.
Yeah. It's like,
We're only left to speculate if it was a good idea. It's like how some teachers are real sheepish about the subject of evolution. Your teachers are sheepish about civil rights. I'm not going to tell you what to think about them.
It starts being like science where they have to also teach creationism.
Yeah.
Like,
To
okay,
teach
listen.
like white supremacy.
Yeah, exactly. Listen, we're
Phrenology.
dude, one of our, it was our choir teacher, actually, not even our science teacher or psychology teacher or anything. You know that like experiment they did way back in the day where they told a bunch of kids that their eye color affected their intelligence or something like that.
okay.
Like, I can't remember.
Yeah, I know who this was.
But yeah, like I don't know if it was an experiment or what, but the choir teacher was telling us about that, but she didn't tell us that. She did it. She did the thing for like a day, and then like the next day told us that that was a thing that they did. Back then.
Choir classes?
Yeah, the choir teacher.
No, but my point is like, she isn't supposed to teach you about racism or something.
How an A sounds different from
like
a G.
psychology.
Yeah.
It's
No.
a choir teacher.
Yeah.
So why is she running these sociological experiments?
I don't
on you?
know. She one day was like, "Yeah, all the brown-eyed kids are dumber than the green-eyed kids or whatever." She's like, "There was a study published," and we were all like, "What the fuck?" For like a day, and then the next day, she's like, "Actually, that was a thing they did
You
back in the
shoulda
day,
led with
and
that."
it was pretty fucked up." And it's like, you knew that going in.
You literally just did this.
Yeah, it's like we didn't have to illustrate then. We already knew that this was bad.
Like, if this hadn't happened, people would be talking
But
about you
then
doing
also the kids were like, they didn't really believe that it was a thing after that. Some of them, they're always the conspiracy theorists. They're like,
of
actually,
course.
I think the green-eyed kids are smart, and she's just saying that this one's a lie. They got fucking mind fucked too quick, and now they just don't know what's real.
It'd be funny. It was a town that small. Just by the odds, it could work out that objectively all the green-eyed kids are the dumbest. So then everyone would believe that forever.
Yeah, just take that through life.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like I never thought of it, but you're right. These kids are fucking imbeciles. Just bummed when their kid has green eyes.
Yeah, I don't know why she did that.
We're all concerned as to why she
I got a question for you. I want to see who can win this contest. Who can name the most green-eyed people they know who aren't family members?
Do I have to name them by a name?
Or past lovers?
like that we know personally.
That you know personally.
Do I have to? Like,
I don't think I know the
do I have
colors of
to
anyone's
list
eyes.
names?
Right off the top of my head, I can think of two, but that's
Dude.
Whose eyes do you know the color of, Marlon?
you notice things. He's got brown eyes.
He's like, I'm not saying.
Like
For me, I'm so colorblind. I can't.
Oh, yeah.
I cannot tell what color people's
So-
eyes. Like you have blue eyes, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but it's kind of hard for me to see that.
I don't believe that at all. They're pretty striking.
Yeah.
I don't like how I feel.
See,
I don't like how I feel when I look at them. Is that better?
yeah.
That's a you thing.
Yeah.
It's not a me
It's like
thing.
that doesn't affect their color, man. Man, I don't know. I get sometimes where I guess I wouldn't know what to call or designate the color of somebody's eyes.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, okay, that's kind of, it's like bluish on the outside, but it's greenish in the center.
Right,
Like,
yeah.
what do I call that? Blue.
Right.
But I do.
Jaundice.
Yeah, it's like, okay, that is yellow everywhere.
Liver problem.
That's a distinctive eye. I like it.
Yellow eyes.
If you go on like OK Cupid or Plenty of Fish, they
Can you
ask for like
pick
eye
people?
color. Yeah, can you put cataracts?
Can you put
Cloudy. Milky.
Milky.
Is milky a checkbox?
I don't think so, but that's a good. You're pointing out a thing that they should
Yeah,
do.
they should allow.
I mean, we're living in an age where we can pretty much you can specify what you want to such a degree. Why not?
Why not?
Like you can't say that you have milky eyes. You can't say in place
Oh,
of
yeah.
hair you have third-degree
So
burns.
yeah, I'm
Where's
just
that checkbox?
I'm just supposed to be invisible
Yeah.
because of my milky eyes and my burnt skin.
Who is this person we're inventing?
Are the milky eyes and the burns from the same incident? No, actually.
Separate incidents.
Separate ones. I was outside staring at the sun. Didn't know my house was on fire later. I put down my magnifying glass that I was looking at the sun with in my house. It was next to the window, unbeknownst
See,
to
you
me.
immediately got blind and walked into a burning building.
Well,
that is like how Mr. Magoo should go.
I figure he was inside his house looking out the window
Yeah.
with his magnifying glass.
Okay.
And that's how the eye thing happened.
Okay.
Because he is kind of an idiot. But then he put the magnifying glass down because he's like, well, something is happening with my eyesight. And then, magnifying glass on the desk or whatever.
Yeah.
House burned to a crisp.
There you go.
Simple equation.
We've established the lore
Yeah.
for this person
He was,
who's now befuddled by dating sites.
funnily enough, listening to Talking Heads at the time.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. Not the song you'd think though.
It's nothing but flowers.
It was Nothing But Flowers. On deck, Stay Up Late.
Okay.
Yeah, burning down the house wasn't even.
Oh,
hates
burning
that
down
song,
the
actually.
house.
It wasn't
taking
even
me a
on the
while.
list.
Joe got here.
That is like their biggest radio hit, right?
I think so.
Burning down the house.
I don't know. It's either that or Making Flippy Floppy. One of those two. I'm pretty sure.
What's Days Go By or whatever that song's called?
That's what I think. Once in a lifetime.
Once
Once in a lifetime.
Oh, yeah, that's probably up there.
Yeah.
I don't know why I always end up talking about a Talking Heads thing.
I like almost all the Talking Head songs I've ever heard, but never like dove in. Like I fucking adore Nothing But Flowers, and the rest I like but don't love. You know? Maybe one day I'll have to go down a fucking.
There's some fun ones in there for sure. Kind of, I don't know. We had to watch that Stop Making Sense documentary for a class in college. It was pretty fun to for a fucking class for sure.
Yeah.
He's wearing big suits and stuff, jumping around.
Yeah.
Wacky boombox antics, all sorts of cool things. I mean, I was high as fuck for the entirety of that class, so that probably helped a lot.
Then the teacher was telling us about how dumb the green-eyed
Well,
kids
she
are.
was too. Or I don't know if she was currently, but she definitely was back in the day enough to where now it's like, I think that she just is all the time without any assistance. Like you store up enough being high that just for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
You just plateau.
Yeah.
Just
It's
ride
like,
it.
It's like you ate a mountain of acid back in the day, and you're.
The big suits, did they like evolve to be that big that he wears, or was he immediately like, I know how big
No,
this
he's like,
suit's
you know
gotta
what?
be?
I need a size 78 suit.
Just
They're
went
like-
0 to 60 on day one.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because what's weird, you think he just gave like a bunch of random numbers to some seamstress?
I feel like
Or was there like some kind of drawing that he had where it showed this suit's height and then like a man's height.
Yeah.
like
the dinosaur thing.
How did he describe how to make that suit to someone?
Yeah.
There's a blueprint.
I think.
If it was just like, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I mean like with David Byrne or whatever. I feel like he might have had like a fucking James Audubon sketch like laid out. He's like very specific idea going in.
Because like the first time, does the seamstress like give him the suit and the arms are just like 3 inches too long?
And he's like,
no,
this won't do. And more so than that, I think he would probably rend the garment.
There's just a pile of fucking 3-piece suits behind him.
I'll just replace the sleeves. No, you will not.
Just fucking rends it like a grieving widow and leaves without another word.
He's not on stilts in the suit, is he?
No, I don't. I think it's just like made to look. I don't know about how they did the legs, but like wide. But yeah, I don't think he's like on stilts or anything.
No.
But he is wobbling around at points, looking kind of like he would if he was.
Yeah, he's kind of a wobbler, though.
Yeah.
He doesn't do a lot of backflips or
No, yeah.
really insane stunts. He's more just like stumbling.
Yeah, that's true.
In erratic ways.
I would like to see him stumbling and then doing like a backflip and stumbling out, landing it but stumbling. Mm-hmm. If he can do it, you contact me when you can do that, Mr. Byrne. Then I'll be impressed.
Apparently, you guys have forgot about his run in late '90s Mexican wrestling. What a thing to find out!
Dashing David Byrne.
Oh, he's got a mask too. He's like talking Hedico #1.
Oh God!
Well, ring the bell. We got to wrestling. I knew we would.
Refuses to admit it was him. Yeah, clearly.
All these years later, still keeping kayfabe.
Refuses to get that band back together.
Yep. Oh yeah.
For decades now.
Yeah, dude.
The married couple, were they like the rhythm section that made the Tom Tom Club?
I think so.
Okay, yeah. I know they.
The bassist lady, right?
Yeah. Or maybe he's on keys, her husband, or I don't even. Yeah.
I forget how it all.
Because they had a one-hit wonder, the Tom Tom Club.
Yep, they certainly did.
Right.
Yep. Yeah. It has a silly name, but I can't think of what it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they reformed in the mid '90s to catch the alt rock boom. They called themselves the Heads. No, talking, just head.
Well, because of the whole
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I remember there was a video that was on MTV when it went nowhere.
Yeah. And then David Byrne was like doing Ray Momo or whatever with, and then stuff with Brian Eno.
Yeah, get in with Brian Eno. Nothing ever good comes of that.
Nothing good comes from that. Yeah. You just try taking Tiger Mountain by strategy. I dare you.
Is Talking Heads the biggest band that refuses to get back together? They might.
ABBA.
I think the Talking Heads are probably bigger.
Not to my dad.
ABBA's a way bigger. Yeah.
I mean,
you go to Sweden and you tell me that.
ABBA's huge.
I mean,
ABBA's
bigger than Talking Heads.
Yeah, for
sales wise, probably, but
ABBA said they were bigger than
Jay-Z. I bet they sold 10 times more records.
But I think critical wise,
there are people where ABBA's their favorite.
Yeah,
yeah. But I mean, it's almost like the equivalent of Britney Spears versus Radiohead. Britney Spears has sold 10 times more physical units than Radiohead has. But as time goes on, I don't know. Yeah, I think as time goes on, the pop artist that's not I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, critically viable drops a little, but they still maintain because it's a nostalgia thing. Britney Spears could tour in 25 years and still be a huge thing. Sure. You think it's as big as Radiohead though?
But ABBA's more culturally significant than Britney Spears.
I think so.
They
wrote about the Battle of Waterloo.
They brought pop music to popularized it in Europe.
I literally only know Dancing Queen, so to me, I'm like, this is an insane conversation.
What the hell
what do you mean?
I think they really only had 2 or 3 big.
No, they have. Waterloo was the song that they did on the Euro Pop competition right away. And that's a huge song. That's in an episode of The Simpsons.
Shit!
Dancing Queen, Waterloo.
Oh shit!
Mamma Mia.
Was that a huge radio hit in America?
I think so.
Yeah.
There's that. Oh shit.
There's a handful, but I don't know. I have a skewed view of it because my dad did listen to him like on heavy rotation.
This is one of those things.
Like
I'm
a
just
lot.
finding out that ABBA's a big deal,
Dude.
I've never once thought of ABBA.
ABBA.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, ABBA said that they were bigger than Jesus, and no one disagreed with them.
Not like when the Beatles.
Yeah,
did it.
no, they were. Everyone's like, "Yep, that's."
The thing is that Radiohead, if you're a pop music fan and you're not into that kind of music, you would maybe know. You would know Creep, and maybe you would know Karma Police.
Yeah,
That's
you'd maybe know 2 songs.
true. Yeah,
Karma Police is a stretch, right?
Yeah.
That's even a stretch for sure, but probably just Creep.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm the control group for ABBA here. I know one song. I know Dancing Queen, and that's it. Like you can use me as your layman for how big ABBA is. I guess.
True. Dang. Well, we really found out some stuff music-wise today.
Oh wait, who's big? Oh yeah, ABBA or what was the other one?
Talking Heads.
Talking
Oh
Heads.
yeah.
I'm trying to think
That's where
of
it started.
biggest bands that could reform because most of them are alive but haven't.
Oh, but haven't. Yeah.
The Cars were a big one for years, but
Yeah.
now Rick Ocasek.
Yeah, he's been dead for a little while.
Dire Straits, that
Sure.
and they're a band that some people like.
What about?
There's a level difference. Like somebody like Dire Straits are this huge thing. I'm like,
That one record is fucking good.
Yeah.
Like that.
oh, I'm not
Journey,
yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Journey,
Oh,
right?
Yeah, because Steve
yeah.
Perry
Steve
or whatever
Perry.
won't.
Won't work with them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he wouldn't work for like
He's like a,
30
Yeah.
years, and then he just pops up on stage at an Eel show. At
Yeah,
like,
in, like, the
first
cities,
half.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What are you talking?
That's
I
the
wanted
first time
to
he
go
had
to that
sung in, like,
fucking
30
Eels
years.
show.
The lead
I was
singer of
trying
the
to talk
Eels
people to going into that Eels
has
show.
somehow got built a close friendship with what's his name from Journey.
Steve Perry.
And you can watch it on
Weird.
YouTube. The crowd is befuddled. Like,
Dude,
hey man,
yeah.
I bring up a friend of mine. He hasn't played in a while. Better be as nice to him as you were to
Dude,
me.
that's
here's,
insane.
Here's Steve Perry.
They're like,
so
what?
insane.
They're like, okay, I believe in wormholes and black holes and things now. They just spit him out right here on stage. There's no other
He's all
explanation.
wet.
Yeah. It's like, that's a goo I've never seen before. It all makes sense.
I know for the longest time it was the Eagles that would never get back together.
Yeah.
I remember when they
Yeah.
got back together.
Is that a
like
late
big deal.
90s, mid 90s?
Oh,
mid 90s.
Oh shit! I fucking know. It's Pink Floyd. Pink Floyd's the biggest band.
That won't get
Oh,
back together.
yeah.
Together.
I don't know. Roger Waters and fucking David Gilmour seem to be on pretty good terms all the time.
But I think all of them are alive. Even like Nick Mason, Richard Wright.
Sid Barrett,
I think he's dead.
Yeah.
he's dead.
He's dead.
Well,
Yeah.
we can't get together the original Pink Floyd.
That's true.
But like the commercial peak, right?
Well,
Yeah.
Okay,
for sure.
okay.
Yeah.
Because that's their story, right?
Yeah.
That it was after he, because like but
They were
put out-
like, shine on, you crazy diamond. We're gonna make some money.
Yeah. You go be crazy now.
You go be yeah.
Yeah. I think they did like 2.5 records with Sid
okay.
Barrett, and then they did another like 15. So
Yeah, fucking.
He
Pink
was
Floyd's
around
a
for
big
actually a
one.
he
very
was in
minimal.
less of that than Brian Jones was in.
Yeah, which
Rolling
is kind of
Stones.
crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. For years, I mean, I think they've done like 1 or 2 one-offs. Fuck Led Zeppelin.
Yeah.
They don't ever want to seem to have anything to do with John Paul Jones. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've only heard Pink Floyd's radio hits.
Same
and
here.
I don't like a single one of them. Run Like Hell is okay. That's about as far as I go.
Yeah.
I know you're a fan.
Yeah, I mean, kind of, but I also recognize it's really ridiculous and kind of
Yeah.
shameful to be really into it.
It's kind of shameful. Joe's just like,
It'd be like me being into Yu-Gi-Oh or something. You know what I mean? Like, sure, I'll talk about it, but I'm not proud of myself.
Joe sees somebody with a Pink Floyd shirt on, and he makes that face that he did. It's like, no.
I had a Pink Floyd shirt.
Yeah, let alone when he sees somebody with any of the trading cards.
I had one for the. I had this
Floyd
yeah.
trading card game.
It was the wall, and it was part of the animation where like it was a skeleton, and coming out beneath the rib cage were a bunch of like
Okay.
planes. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't remember if I've seen
my
this
friend
one.
had the exact same shirt that we both bought
fuck.
without knowing it.
Yeah.
And we wore it together the
On the
first day of
same day,
school.
yeah.
Amazing.
Dude, I've done that before.
Yeah.
How was that? How was the rest of the high school?
We had gym class
experience?
together, so
Did that go okay with your
it was
wife
okay.
after that?
With my wife?
With your life.
Oh, with my life. My wife was pissed.
Yeah.
High school wife was so mad.
My child bride.
Man, we should give kids wives.
Yeah. Just so you
Just
learn.
kids' wives that they once they turn 18, they can just like leave, no questions asked.
Yeah. Once you turn
Just like a test wife.
Once you turn 18, you get divorced, no choice.
Just-
like you have to.
You just get like a 35-year-old wife.
Yeah. And you have to take care of her. It's not the other way around.
That's what they should do in high school. You know, you have to
You have to.
for home ec.
They stick you out
For
in a
home
cat.
ec, they give you just this domineering husband to bring home with you.
Your bedridden wife isn't even sick. It's just pure apathy. She's just super lazy. You're feeding her Diet Coke with a dropper. Yeah, good wife. Good wife.
Because
Good
health
job.
class, like, they give you a baby, so you know not to have a baby. There should be something also like, don't marry people.
Okay, valid concern here. Is this person going to be a person, or are they going to be like those babies that are like...
Like the
It's
robot.
going to be a fucking scary robot. It's going to be the most terrifying
And
robot
what
you've
noise,
ever seen.
What noise does it make when it cries out for affection and whatnot?
Kind of, you know,
That would be the most...
It's just that fucking phone modem noise.
So now I'm picturing like
God, that'd be terrible.
175-pound bag of flour with a mustache glued to it and a tape player on a loop on his chest.
That's right. You did Flower. You didn't have the robot baby.
We didn't
did
have
you?
either. I just Flower was a TV thing.
Okay. We had the
I love
robot.
that idea
Yeah.
that you have a challenge in home ec to not drop your wife. You have to. They give you a giant sack of fucking cement.
Well, we're gonna have to fail you, obviously. Holy shit! It's just a giant version of the robot.
Yes.
And that raises all kinds of disturbing concerns for me. Like, do you have to fuck it?
That's I knew that from the look in your
Could you
eye.
imagine
That's where
that?
you were going.
I wanted to know.
Can you imagine if you had a robot husband and he just like bounced immediately when you brought him home, and then at like 1 a.m. in the morning you hear this loud knocking, and your robot husband is insanely drunk and belligerent?
It's like I thought, if anything, if this was a robot, I'd be safe from this.
They have a stand that fits onto a Roomba. That's for when it's drunk.
It just drunk and just finds its way back. Like,
I'm picturing like a lifeless like crash test dummy facade almost.
oh.
Oh shit!
And you know the difference between boys and girls? The home ec teacher just assumed the boys fucked their fake wife. I'm not into this.
They really look forward to this part of the school year.
Burn those flour bags. Don't let them go back in the lunchroom, whatever you do. Like a 12-year-old boy fighting to give it back.
Oh god!
The assignment's over, Randall.
Can I just take it home for the summer? No.
Get your hands off Linda.
We've been over this 1,000th time, Mr. Gary. No, the janitor's always trying to take it home.
14-year-old, you fucking a bag of flour. Jesus Christ.
Stapled the CD cover of an Alicia Keys CD for the face. He's got too into this.
Dear God.
He's the voice of an angel.
Tramp stamp on the back of this flour bag?
It just adjusts like the where it has the flower brand to the tramp stamp position.
The gold badge flour logo.
Classy. There's something about it.
Classy broad.
Something about that old timey craftsmanship, that staying branding.
Could you imagine if someone just had a giant like gold flower logo tattoo on their back. Just like someone you know, and you always wonder what the fuck is that about. And then you walk, you're at a place, you're at their house, and you like look in their bedroom. There's a giant flower bag.
Dude.
Big lipstick mouth.
Like just a fucking rose for Emily situation going on.
Our podcast is way smarter when you're on it. Rose for Emily.
I like leaving breadcrumbs. Someday some idiot might look back and be like, I think there was something going on here that I wasn't aware of. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, fuck. Now I do kind of want a tramp stamp gold.
I want that for you too. The gold mark.
Dude, if I get like diagnosed as terminal like anywhere in the near future, that's probably the first thing that's happening.
It's gold medal flower, right?
Gold medal.
I want to see a slow motion video of you getting a tramp stamp while Tim McGraw's Live Like You Were Dying is playing. Like it's supposed to be inspirational.
I'm also at the same time gonna be tattoo gun, but heroin.
Oh.
Just fucking, it's set up like
just dipping in a cup of heroin.
Just a Gatling gun of heroin. Syringes. Just fucking. I have thought, like, if I ever got like super duper famous, because like apparently when you get like real fit, this is a drastic tangent. By the way,
perfect. This is our show.
So like. It seems like once you reach a certain level of fame, maybe because of the things you know, I don't know, maybe because of the things you've done, it seems like you have a trouble sleeping. So you run into like problems where you need to be very heavily medicated, like Michael Jackson was reputed to be and stuff.
That's what was wrong with him, is he didn't sleep enough?
Yeah. Well, I mean, people said some stuff about the sleep, about things.
I don't think people were saying, like, I don't think he sleeps enough. That's what's wrong with him.
If he could just get a solid 8.
Solid 8, he probably wouldn't have all these weird things happening around him. Like, there wouldn't be, like, all these children's pajamas and fucking laundry.
If he went to bed at an early time alone, I'm just saying he would have a lot less problems.
And on a bed... and not on a pile of writhing children.
Yeah. I'm just saying some sleep would have been good for the guy.
Yeah.
That's at the base, that's what I'm saying. But no, I feel like there's a lot of people that they're like medicated to sleep.
Sure.
And I feel like that goes hand in hand. I really only have one example, but I feel like it's a thing. And if I ever get to that level, I want to be like fucking, I'll have a little habitat like in a zoo or whatever. But I'll run around doing my normal thing. But when I need to go down, I'll have somebody on the payroll to just fucking trank me like a rhino or something. If you're gonna have to do it anyway, have fun.
Yeah.
And I want him to just like the fucking Jumanji guy. If I've got the cash, I'll have him dress up sometimes or whatever. But yeah, I want it to be a challenge. I'll be trying to avoid him.
Don't make it easy for him.
No, I'm not gonna be sitting there on the couch. I mean, maybe sometimes I'll let him do that, but...
How rich did Chase get? It's so rich that he's hunted from time to time.
He pays. He pays to be hunted.
Well, we've had a lot of laughs.
I've learned that not everyone... Like, ABBA is less ubiquitous than I thought.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was surprised by that, too.
It's like a cultural meeting right here.
Yeah. You need to have a talk with your dad tonight.
I'm going to. I'm going to be like, you've been painted in a completely different light.
Gaslighting me about ABBA my whole life.
You charlatan.
It's like, that was strange, Dad, and now I know it. I always felt it was.
Send weekly like $100 check to the ABBA Foundation.
He's like, man, they refused to. Somebody offered them $2 million to get back together, and they refused. Can you believe that they refused to do it? I mean, it would have made sense though. The $2 million. He's always likes a deal and stuff, but he was like, yeah, that seems
legit. Okay, that's fair.
Yeah. He's like, I won't pay over 30 cents for a can of cream corn.
But we'll pay $2 million for them to play
those angels.
40 minutes of music.
But then again, also to be fair, who would pay more than 30 cents for canned cream corn? Good question.
I love
How to
canned
get
cream.
cream.
You need to have a line. You need to have a line, even if it is a household necessity.
The corn line.
Yeah. You need to have, son. We need to.
Uncheck the corn line. 47 cents.
Oh shit.
Honey, what are your niblets saying? Okay, well, guys, this is the first time we've had guests on. Thanks for coming.
Oh, what the first time?
Thanks for coming all the way out to the suburbs and sitting in this weird hotel room.
Yeah, this was actually pretty cool
fun. Little
time.
casting
Pretty
couch
cool
vibe right
hotel
now.
room.
Yeah, there is totally Cassie. He's sitting in that revolving chair.
Yeah, when housekeeping comes and empties all the beer cans tomorrow and sees just electrical equipment, and microphones set up right in front of the couch, they're gonna have questions.
Just fucking peel it.
And just the couch cushions and the sides just stuffed with like loose jewelry and like panties.
They take the couch.
Yeah, just haul it out to the dumpster.
Woman's snow pants bottom.
They're just fucking chiseling Hollywood potato chips off there.
Thanks for coming, guys.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
And everyone else, we'll see you next week.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.